a novella, a comic book, and an audio story. Those are three things I have finished very recently, and I'm really excited. I haven't really talked about my writing lately. I've just kind of gotten out of habit in a way, just talk about writing in general, but I have been writing. The main thing I've really been working on is the fourth novella in the Dharktyde Racers series. So I haven't released any of them yet. Don't worry, you definitely would have heard about it. But I wanted to basically get, I think, stories 4, 5, and 6, the first drafts done before I start publishing, because I want to give myself plenty of runway so that I can finish the full tale, all of the novellas that will make up the entire epic of Dharktyde Racers. I want to be able to finish them month to month. I had just finished up novella 4, really very happy with it, just even the rough draft of it that I've got going on now. It's a little longer, so I'm shooting for each novella in Dharktyde Racers to be about 20,000 words. This is closer to 25,000, but this one was a little tricky because I've got some character stuff that's really important, and that's balanced out with the actual plot, the actual story at hand. So it just became a little bigger, but in a really good way. The other stuff I've written is all submissions for other work. So the first one is for an audio story through Big Finish. Basically, what happens is you write a short story, and then they'll have someone narrate it and release it. The story features the 13th Doctor. So as a Doctor Who fan, if I had a chance to write for the 13th Doctor, that would be amazing. So wish me luck. The comic script was actually really fun to get back to. I haven't written anything in comic book form in a really long time, because it's just really hard when you're trying to connect with artists, and then the monetary aspect of it all is really difficult. But I wrote my own graphic novel, Eon Quest, of course, and then I also wrote one of the short stories in the Revealer comic book. This was published by Vault Comics and tied in with the horror movie Revealer. That was a blast to do. Really still proud of that story, but it's been a long time. So I backed this comic book horror anthology on Kickstarter, and one of the sort of stretch goals, the more money it made, the more stories they would put into it, and they would open up for submissions. Well, they're open up for submissions now, and I have a 7-page story that I just finished. It's actually an adaptation of a short story I wrote probably, my time periods are bad, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But it's an adaptation from a short story into the comic book, and I really think it worked well. I was a little worried about it fitting within 7 pages, but I think it does work well. One of the things I'm going to double check when I do the next draft. But I'm really excited about it. Again, I have zero idea what my chances are getting into that, but I'm hopeful, so we'll see.